arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control. And not the other way around.
And Godzilla is back, stomping into a theater near you this month. The legendary monster flick is being remade for modern audiences. But can the lizard from the sea still scare us? The directors say the trick to bringing a 60-year-old monster back to life is remembering that in any form, he's really the sum of our fears. Joining us from Philadelphia to tell us more is WSJ reporter Don Steinberg. Hi, Don. Thanks for being with us.
Sure.
So is it genius or folly to take on the monster who first attacked Japan in 1954?
Well, you know, since 1954, that's 60 years, there have been about 30 Godzilla movies. So he's somebody must think it's a genius. You know, there've been, you know, every couple of years he comes back, really. You know, there've been he's a popular character. You know, he's like 2 million years old technically, so he never gets old. And there have been so many of these apocalyptic movies, whether it's zombies in World War Z or Noah, Noah even. So to bring those ideas together, you know, it's worth a shot.
Tell us a little about this latest production, because in some ways the directors have decided to return to tradition. Is that right?
Well, in a way, yes. I mean, in one sense, the greatest return to tradition is they have Godzilla fighting against another monster, which we all grew up watching, you know, him fighting against Mothra and things. So that's kind of cool. Also, you know, some people remember the 1998 Godzilla where he came to New York and he laid eggs in Madison Square Garden, you know, before the Rangers did. It was a Roland Emmerich movie who had made Independence Day. He had a lot of explosions, but also a lot of comic relief, wisecracking characters. And the guys who made the new film said, no, we're going to make a very serious movie. It deals with serious issues. No jokes to take you out of that.
No jokes and no personification of that little reptilian brain, right? This monster is just a pure walking, killing machine.
Right. Right, you know, and that's really from the very beginning. You know, the first 1954 film, which was changed a lot for American audiences, but it was called Gojira, and it was really a symbol of the atomic bombs that had dropped in Japan and the devastation. And since then, Godzilla has always represented, as you know, the clip showed, this things that we can't control and man's arrogance.
What are the modern fears then that it's embodying? Sort of environmental disaster? That's what we're all worried about these days? Yeah,
and you know, in some ways it's tied into the tsunami and the nuclear crisis in Japan that happened in 2011.
Right.
You know, and it's Godzilla is this sort of embodiment of man's folly, and we're building things we shouldn't, in places we shouldn't build them maybe, and causing environmental problems. And
well, it's certainly going to be an exciting film, and of course anything with Bryan Cranston in it I'm willing to go see. Don, thank you so much for speaking with us today.